And my own activity, my own work has me concerned about the degree to which women veterans are suffering, and women veterans do not know about moral injury, that they do not know about any of this terminology. So in the small circles where I have gone to do some educational work with women veterans about moral injury, every time the first reaction from the women veterans has been, we never heard anything about this before.
Of
Why
course
didn't
not.
they tell us? Why hasn't the VA told us? Why
Mhm.
don't my therapists from the VA tell me about this? And their first reaction is anger. They're really angry that they didn't know about it.
Mhm.
So I'm feeling these days very motivated to want to do more work with specifically women veterans, as well as, we just need to do a lot more educational work with not only veterans, both male and female and every possible gender, but also their families, their loved ones,
Mhm.
to help people understand more deeply what's happening, and to steer people towards appropriate resources where they can start to find some relief.
Do you think that the word isn't getting out about moral injury just because the VA needs to catch up with regard to the science? It's not suffering the budget cuts that are so rampant.
Maybe that's a possibility. I don't know how many VAs have dedicated moral injury recovery programs.
Mhm. Mhm.
Um, I'm guessing that not nearly enough do.
Right. Mhm.
And also, I don't know how many VA psychologists and therapists, as well as just medical personnel, generally speaking,
Mhm.
have awareness of moral injury so that they can identify, first of all, so that they can educate and share information with
Mhm.
their work, but
Mhm.
then also help to refer people to appropriate resources. So all of those things need work.
Mhm.
And this is why, the work that you both do with Veterans for Peace is so important, because Veterans for Peace already has been playing and can play an even more important role in helping to educate the wider public. The
Mhm.
wider public is into you all, and they are paying attention. And this needs to be way at the top
Mhm.
of people's concerns, and in terms of the education that is going on. It really needs to be a priority, I would say.
I'm assuming that the latest news we've gotten about the Secretary of War, Hegseth, and Trump's meeting with all these uh, generals and admirals, the warrior ethos,
Right.
it's going to be more difficult than it already is for people to even, uh,
Abs
be comfortable, sharing the trauma they're feeling.
Absolutely. It's really striking that you say this, Harvey, because I just was reading about this in a relatively new piece of research. Just listen to this. I wrote this down, this quote from this resource. Combat socialization situates the warrior identity, along with its pathways to violence and machismo,
Mhm.
as a professional replete with its own unique moral frameworks, rooted in a military culture that maintains an ideology and a narrative of the necessity of war of sacrifice.
Mhm.
So, absolutely, machismo and um, various tropes of masculinity
Mhm.
are all wrapped up in this.